Good morning, all. We are scooting right along. We are on page 105, module 2, lesson number 10. Distributive property and the products of decimals. Okay, so we'll be doing a couple different things here. With the opening exercise, we're just going to practice. I want you to, we're just going to do it the way we would normally multiply, and then I'm going to show you how to do partial products. Okay, I would probably grab some graph paper if you feel like you need graph paper. That may be something that you need, or even notebook paper to organize your notes. But at this point, we're gonna just scoot right along. Today is all about multiplying. Distributive property, remember, distributive means to distribute, like to give out. Okay, so you're just gonna give these numbers out to each digit. You're distributing it out like you're dealing cards. Okay, so that's gonna be our distributive property, just to give things out. And products of decimals, make sure you have your decimals. That's one thing we do have to make sure, is that however many decimals we have in our problem, so we have one decimal here, so we have to make sure our answer has one decimal. We have two decimals here, we go tenths and hundredths, so we need to make sure we have two decimals on our answer. Okay, a little bit different than when we're adding and subtracting, right? So when we're adding and subtracting, we have to line up our decimals, but when we're multiplying, we insert our decimals at the end. Okay, and I remember, if you were in Miss Maurice's class, I actually taught you decimals with dividing last year when I was in your class. So let's get to it, okay? So these ones you're just going to multiply out, okay? I may have even done this with your class last year. So 32.6 times 200. Yes, this is how I do it, okay? I'm going to set up my other one, 22.12 times 500. I want everybody to now pause, because you're going to do the problem. So please pause and then come back. So I have okay, guys. So hopefully you have done this, okay? So check your answers if you need to, okay? I need to make sure that I have one decimal spot here. So I just go over one, you know, you're going over one. So there's my decimal and here's my comma. So my answer is 6,520. Yes, that's what 32.6 times 200 is. Okay, and then if I look here, I have how many spots? 2. So I'm going to go over 1, 2. So my decimal is going to be here. And then I need a comma here, so I have 11,060 is my 22.12 times 500. Okay, this is our standard algorithm. This is, if we're multiplying, this is how we do it. Yes, you can do the multiple rows if you want to, but just remember, guys, it's just going to be zeros. Your rows are just going to be zeros. So if you just pull your zeros down, you save yourself a little bit of time, okay? But this is our standard algorithm, okay? You can even write that here, standard algorithm, okay? This is our standard algorithm right here. This is how we multiply decimals. So if they say do the standard algorithm, this is it, okay? Today, I want to teach you partial products. So we need to think of our place value, okay, when we're doing partial products. So we're doing the same problem. And we have here 200 times 32.6. We need to identify first our different, our tens, our ones, and our tenth, right? So when we do partial products, we're going to first take 200 times our tens. So our tens are going to be here, 30. Okay? And then we're going to take our ones. Let's do it in a different color. Our ones are here. So we do 200 times 2. Okay? And then our last one, I probably need a different alternating color. Let's go green. Okay? And then our last one here is our tenths. Okay? So we have 200 times, don't forget your decimal spot, 0.6. Okay? So we have our tens, place value, guys, our ones, and our tenths. Okay? Okay, so please grab a calculator if you need to. If you take 2 times 3, we know that's 6. And how many zeros do we have here? 3. Okay. Number 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And we add our 2 zeros in. So it becomes 400. Okay. 6 times 2. 12 maybe? Awesome. And we have 2 zeros here, right? At the end. We're not counting our 1 in the beginning. And where's my decimal spot? Right here. So it's 120.0. Okay. Now we just add. Okay, so if I go here, this is 6,400. And if I add 6,400 to 120, that becomes 6,520. Okay. Did I get the same answer as I did with my standard algorithm? By golly, I did. Okay. So same answer, just a little bit different way of doing it. Okay. When the numbers seem a little too intimidating, we can break it down to place value. Okay. Okay. So the next one, they want us to do partial products again. Oh, sorry. Pause and copy if you need to. I'll hold it here for a second so you can pause. Okay. This is real world application here. Okay. This is a patio somebody wants to build, and they want to know, what is my area? So how much space does this take up? Okay. So I know that my problem, we'll break it down like we did up top. Let's break it down. So we have 500 times 22.12. Awesome. Okay, another way to do this, I'm going to show you just another diagram, okay? So if we do a box here, you want 3 lines, okay? So if we go here with our tens, we have what? 20. So 500 times 20. And our ones are going to go in this box. So we have 500 times 2. Let's change colors. We'll do this again. Okay. And then our tenths and the hundreds, we can do those together. Okay. So ones, we have 500 times 2, right? Okay. And then our tenths and hundredths. Okay, hundredths is going to be 500 times 0.12. Okay. See this nice little box here? Okay. Let's go with 500 times 20. I know 5 times 2 is 10, right? And then I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3, right? Zeros. I have 5 times 2 again. Ooh, super awesome. Okay, I know that's 10, and I only have 2 zeros this time, right? Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Can we do 5 times 12? Okay, we know that that's 60, and we have 2 zeros, right? But guess what? We have 2 decimals. Okay, so we enter that there. So let's add. Okay, ready? If you have these two together, we know that 10,000 plus 1,000 is, hopefully everybody's shouting 11,000, right? And then you have 60 here, right? So maybe 11,060, maybe, okay. Do we see how, and you can even add it this way, guys. You have your 0, 0 here. If you line it up right. 0, 6, 0, comma, 11. Okay, if you add it all up right, this is why I like using notebook paper. If you line it all up right, you can add it this way too. Okay. How does everybody feel about this? Okay. If we look and we double check our answer against our standard algorithm up at the top, you'll see it's the same exact one. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and pause and save. Or copy. Sorry, don't save. Copy. Okay. Grabbing a piece of scratch paper for this next one. Okay. Okay. So, as we all know, when we turn the page, oh look, we're supposed to be doing stations. I'm sorry we're not in class. So I'm gonna model 2 of these for you, and I will do them on scrap paper because I want extra room. And then I will fill in what the other 3 are supposed to be so you have practice, okay? So we have, the first one is 300 times 25.4. Okay. Number 2 is 49.5 times 100. Number 3 is 800 times 12.3. Okay. And then we have 400 times 21.8. And then finally, 32.6 times 200. Okay. Go ahead and pause if you need to copy. And I am going to set up my paper here. Okay. So I have my paper here and my problem. Okay. 300. I'm gonna do 2 of them, so I'll divide my paper in half. Okay. So I have 300 times 25.4. Okay. I'm going to show you another way of multiplying with our diagram, okay? So here we have, we're going to draw our box again, right? And we have 3 digits here. So we'll go like this. Okay. I'm going to put my 10th up here at the top on the outside, okay? And I'm going to put my 1s here, 5, okay? And I'm going to put my my 10s here, okay? 20. Okay. And then here at the bottom, this is what I need to multiply everything by, okay? Okay. So let's do 3 times 2 is 6. We know this. And then we're adding 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So 6,000. 5 times 3 is 15. And we're adding 1, 2 zeros. So So 1,500. 4 times 3 is 12, and I'm adding 2 zeros. And I'm adding my decimal point in, guys. So I'm moving my decimal over 1. Okay? There you go. So if I'm adding together, I can do here, I know this is 7,500. And then if I go 7,500 plus 120, I believe that's 7620. Please double check me. I'm going to check the answer key. Yep, 7620. Okay, that's how we solve it using partial products. Okay? You can multiply, you know, each one. You go here, 5, 3 here, 2, 3 here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, we'll double check our answer doing our standard algorithm, okay? 0, 0, 4 times 3 is 12. We add our 1 there. That's 15. That's 6, right? 15, 16, 1. That's 6. That's 7. And I have 1 decimal here, so I put it here, and 7620. Okay, so I was able to model and then double check my answer. Okay. If we're feeling a little fuzzy on this, feel free to do it the way I did with the first one. Okay, I'll go back to that. You can break it down this way too. I don't have a problem with that. If the diagram works for you, the diagram works for you. If this works for you, that works for you. But when you're doing partial products and they're asking you to do distributive property, you're distributing the 200 to your tens, the 200 to your ones, and the 200 to your tenths or hundreds. Okay? Okay, let's do go ahead and pause and copy if you need to. I'm going to move on to station number 2. Okay? Right at the top, station 1. I will post these notes, guys. 1. Okay. Station number 2. Ooh, this one's going to be a little bit easier. Station 2. Okay. So we have here 49.5 times 100. Holy cow. Okay. Do we want to do this? Let's do the standard algorithm first. Okay. 49.5 times 100. We know 0, 0, 5, 9, 4. Oh boy. And we have how many decimals? How many are here? Just 1 after the decimal. So our answer should be 4,950. Okay. Did you guys see how we just took our number and added zeros and moved our decimal? Ooh, imagine that. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the way that I did the first one, okay? I'll do my tens first, then I'll do my ones, and then I'll do my tenths, okay? We'll add them all together. So we have 40 times 100, we have 9 times 100, and we have 0.5 times 100, okay? 4 times 1 is 4, and we have 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 9 times 1 is 9, and I have 2 zeros. 5 times 1 is 5, and I have 2 zeros, but then I have 1 decimal, okay? So I know this is 4,900, and then these two are 4,950, okay? I can put my 0.0 there if that makes you comfortable. It is not required or necessary at this point. Okay. What do we think? How do we feel? Station number 2. Station 2. Okay. We have our standard algorithm and we have our partial products. Okay. We're breaking it down by each of our place values. I know you guys did partial products and partial division or partial quotients last year. So hopefully this is review. If it's not, please come see me so I can clarify if you need it. Okay, we're going to do one more model. These 3 stations we are not going to do. You're going to be doing your problem set. So one more model on your exit ticket, okay? So I'll take a picture of that one. Exit ticket. They want us to, so if I'm reading these directions, complete the problem using partial products. Okay. I can do it either with the chart, or I can do it breaking it down place value by place value. So I'm going to show you both. Okay. So we have 12.7 times 500. So if I take, here's my tens, 500 times 10, right? Then my ones are going to be 2, 500 times 2. And then my tenth is 500 times 0.7, okay? So remember, our tens are just whatever's there. There's a 0 after it, okay? 2 singles, our ones are our ones, okay? And our tenths is right there, okay? So 5 times 1, I know is 5. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 5 times 2 is 10, and I have 2 zeros. 5 times 7, 35, 2 zeros, but I'm entering my decimal there. 6,000, 6350, right? Maybe, I think. Please use your calculator. Don't just calculate the answer. If you don't have it broken down like this, this is showing me your work, okay? Has to be broken down like this if they're asking for partial products. You can't just give me the answer, okay? If you just give me the answer, I know you didn't watch the video. So pause if you need to, and then I'm going to show you the diagram. Okay, here's our box. Yeah, I know, super fancy. We have 500 at the bottom. We have our tens at the top, at the bottom here. Then we have our ones. And we have our sevens. So if you look, 1, 2.7, okay? Okay. So 5 times, we can even just get our answers from up above. 5 times 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 5 times 2 is 10. 1, 2 zeros. 7 times 5 is 35. 1, 2 zeros. And 1 decimal spot, okay? Okay, I can do this. So this way, I'm going to go 1350, right? And then I get 63. Oh, why you use pencil? I tell you every day. Put my comma in the wrong spot. Okay, so 6350, folks. That's a 3. I know it doesn't look like it. 6350. Okay. Do we want to check our work? Sure, why not? 12.7 times 500. 0, 0, 5, 3. That's 10, 3, 1, 6. 6350. Oh, look, we got the answer right 3 times. Good job, guys. Very good job. Okay. Okay. Please copy if you need to. Make sure you have lots of examples, because now we're going to move on to what I want you to turn in. Okay. Here we go. Please use your homework helper. Okay. If you need to, you can model it this way as well. We just use multiplication signs instead. You can use addition and brackets if you want to. I don't care. Whatever's easy for you. Okay. So, you're going to do all of them. All 5. Okay. And honestly, just section off your paper. So if I do this, so this will be due today, okay? So if I do this, I can just make a line, right? And I can make a box here. And we'll go for a box here. And look, I have my 5 boxes. Okay, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I go 400 times 45.2, then I have here 14.9 times 100. Show all your work. Model whichever way you want. This is number 2. Number 3, 200 times 38.4. Number 5, yes, I ripped my paper. Oh, this is 4. 900 times 20.7. And number 5, 76.2 times 200. Okay. So there you go. I set up my paper, all divided, plenty of room. Okay. I'm going to put extra credit. $3 points if you do the standard algorithm. Okay. So if you model and do the standard algorithm, that's going to be my thing. Okay. If you have any questions, please come see me. All this is posted in Google Classroom for you. And I think that's it for today. Okay, so page 111 you will turn in. And you have a few extra problems if you want more practice. Or please come see me and I'll work them out with you. And we'll talk about them step by step, okay? Okay, thanks guys.